Let's do it.
What's up, you bad motherfuckers? We're back. We got a big video for you. Some World Cup news, qualifications, where everything... Fuck. World Cup draw. The word I'm looking for is draw. What's up, you bad motherfuckers? We're back. We got some World Cup news and some Premier League action for you. First up, just wanted to let you guys know the draw has been done for the 2020 World Cup in Qatar. United States, the most important team in this tournament for us, got drawn into Group B. England, Iran, and the winner of Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales. Should be a decent group for them. Hopefully they can get out. They're definitely one of the best two teams, but depending on who comes out of the Intercontinental Playoff, whether it being Wales, Scotland, or the Ukraine, those are good teams. So they may struggle, but honestly, at this point, they should be able to get out of the group.
I think definitely with the people we got, I think we can run England's money up the day after Thanksgiving for sure. I think
right.
we can. I think we can do it.
Black Friday.
With the way England play and the way we play, I think we can do it. Iran, we should be able to beat Iran. What are they like? They're like 21st in the world.
We don't know a whole lot about them, but they're not a bad squad. They did decent.
They're in the World Cup.
To get there. So, yeah, exactly. So
not a lot of teams can say that. So, I mean, Iran, they're there. I think they're like the 21st ranked team or something like that. So, I mean, enough credit where credit's due. 21st, not too bad. I mean, we're only like 15th or something.
Exactly. So it's like Scotland, Wales, or the Ukraine. All those teams have their own threats.
Yeah, I think the toughest one, the best out of the three teams, in my opinion,
probably
is Wales. Yeah.
Wales is probably the best team.
We agree, yeah. Especially with Gareth Bale firing.
Right. But
it's
hopefully they don't even make it that far, honestly. I'd rather see probably Scotland.
Yeah, I hope it's Scotland, to be honest, because I think Scotland, I don't know if they have the weakest side. I think Ukraine probably has the weakest side.
They're gonna have a lot of emotion.
They got a lot of talented players.
They're gonna have a lot of drive for this tournament after what's going on in their country. So it's like they're gonna have that extra edge that maybe the other teams, including us, don't have.
I think Scotland being there, though, is who we want, because I think those are... If we can get somewhat of a result against England, Scotland is the team who's going to turn up.
Also take points off.
Take off England. And I believe we can beat Iran. I believe we could beat Scotland if they made it. So, I hope it's Scotland. If I had to pick one... But at the same time, Scotland could be a team who takes second away from the USA. If I'm presuming England would get first and USA hopefully would get second. I feel like a lot of people would pick that.
Probably.
But yeah, it's gonna be tough for us to get out of this group. But I definitely think we can definitely get second.
Yeah.
If not, we can shoot for first.
We'll let you know what happens with the other three teams. We'll let you know who does get in, and we'll let you know what the final draw is.
Those games aren't till
June,
so that's when we'll find out. Premier League, all the games from just Saturday. We're not going to do the Sunday games.
We got other shit
because it's Saturday. Not a lot of... I'll show you the Sunday games too, but this is all the scores from the Saturday games. You know what we're here to talk about, City and United. City, I'm going to start it off with. Played Burnley. We're in this big title race. You need a big win. It is a big win. It honestly is a big win. Every win from here on out is a big win. Every game needs to be played like it's your last game. Yeah, honestly. It honestly has to be 3 points. We've got Burnley. We take those 3 points. Liverpool, as you can already tell from the graphic, they won. They beat against Watford. So we had to get those 3 points against
Burnley.
Against Burnley. There we go. Yeah. Had to get those 3 points. We scored both our goals in the first half. First goal... Sterling, wow, 2 assists. Gotta give a shout out to that guy. 2 assists. De Bruyne getting the first goal in the 5th minute for us. Perfect start, honestly. Perfect start.
That's exactly what you need, and Burnley really from that on couldn't compete.
No, Burnley have a lot of heart. They're a really good team. They're fighting at the bottom right now.
They may get relegated.
Yeah, Sean Dyche, I would say I like Burnley more so than a lot of other teams in the Premier League. I just enjoy their spirit and their fight with Sean Dyche, the way they play. It's like unique to see. They got their own set thing there and everything like that, but we were just too much for him today. 2 goals. De Bruyne was starting out, and then Ilkay off of another assist from Sterling. Second half, nothing really happened. Second half, I was watching the Leeds game. Jesse Marsch getting a 1-1 draw against Southampton. First goal they scored wasn't that great of a goal, but the Southampton goal, another James Ward-Prowse free kick.
What a guy.
He's getting selected for England now.
Most set-piece goals from anyone in the Prem, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he just broke the record either. I think he just has the most free kick. Actually, I think it's free kick goals. He's the most free kick goals of anyone in the Premier League.
He's a really talented player overall. I think this year it's showing his all-roundness. He's not just a free kick set piece taker.
That is how he scored.
A good player. No, yeah, he's definitely.
But he showed
without
other
a
parts
doubt
of
probably
his game.
the best set piece taker in the world right now. You could argue that for sure.
Right.
But he's just a good player in general, and that free kick, even just showing off his ability on a dead ball, like he's insane.
He's just that guy for Southampton. Southampton.
Yeah, Leeds
and they
though.
needed him to be.
Yeah, Leeds though 1-1 draw. I'm hoping Jesse Marsch can get Leeds out of the relegation. They're not in relegation, but I need them to get as far away from that as possible.
Out of the conversation.
A small Leeds fan nowadays because there's an American coach in the Premier League, so you know.
I'm kind of conflicted just because I want to see the Americans do well, but I couldn't give a fuck less about Leeds. I hope they lose every game. So,
but it's Jesse Marsch. Like for me personally, we finally got a guy who can. Who could possibly
3 own goals every time, but then they also score 3 goals. No, 4. Yeah, 3 goals and 4 own goals every game. So they lose, but they still play well because Jesse Marsch does well. It's just those mistakes.
No, I really think that they'll survive.
I think so too.
I hope they do.
There's enough worse teams.
It's just like I was saying, I would like to see a USA guy. Not just on the field, like, yeah, we're starting to get some more players, and, like, by no means am I saying we got any world-class guys or anything, but we got some decent players now compared to, like, 5-10 years ago, overall skill-wise, and we don't really have, like, a coach or somebody like that in, and, like,
it's known on the world stage.
Right, exactly. This could be a guy who could be that.
A team that didn't take all 3 points when they needed to. My favorite team, Manchester United, once again ruining my weekend. They do it all the time.
They could have lost that game, but they also could have won that game. That second half was insane. Let's start from the first half, though.
First half, we were really not at the races. We had no striker up front. We were playing Pogba and Bruno kind of as 2 middle cams with, I don't know, Sancho and Elanga on the wing, kind of. Like, it was so weird in possession.
Weird.
Because there was no striker, but there weren't 2 strikers either. It was more like wingers and 2 center forwards that were actually center attacking mid. It was like it didn't make much sense.
Is this a game where you start Rashford for that purpose? If Ronaldo's out with an illness,
I would have
start him up front.
I would have, but I'm not the coach. I mean, he's not the most out and out striker that we have at the club, but he's the best one available. Or, I mean, you have youngsters training with you all the time. Bring up Charlie McNeil. Give him his fucking debut. I mean, you know that this is going to happen. Ronaldo didn't train yesterday. He didn't travel with the team. So you had a pretty good idea that he wasn't going to play. But it's not really about that. It's really about us not having a great performance. Nobody showed up once again. Nobody was a difference maker. Fred did score a decent goal off of a Bruno rebound. But honestly... The game was not that good, and we could have lost.
The second half was crazy.
Second half was entertaining as a neutral.
Crazy.
For sure,
oh my goodness. Watching that go back and forth. Freaking... United almost had a penalty in the very last minute. Kelechi should have almost scored one. He had a one-on-one with De Gea, tried to chip him, went over the whole net.
De Gea had a
world-class save. Oh my goodness. Insane.
From Fofana.
Just jumping backwards to his right. Insane save. Madison putting it in near post, getting it taken away by VAR. I mean, the second half absolutely had everything you want.
Except a United win, so that's not what I want. But it is what it is. I mean, this kind of solidifies my idea that we're not going to get top 4. So, like I said, it is what it is. I'd rather not even play any other competition and just say fuck them all, but we have to. It'll be a way to get money, and
Yeah.
if it's a good tournament for a first-year head coach at United to win some trophies, then so be it.
Yeah.
That's all we got. I don't really want to talk anymore about United because they're just ruining my weekend. It's even worse. But here's your meme. I hope you have a better weekend than I do. Cool beans.